I heard someone say that your primary job is to get a better job, and I like that, but since I separate the idea of the work you do from the job you have, I've modified it. So our fourth job is to get better and better types of work. Hello and welcome back to the Business and Career channel that helps you get paid what you're worth for work you enjoy, even when you're sober. If you've been following along, you know that not all work has the same value. And you may not want to do the same thing forever, which is why advancing your career is essential to a satisfying life. And advancing is a job. Promotion doesn't just happen. It's something that you have to work at every day. It's something that you prioritize. But now that doesn't mean you get to abandon the tasks, the work that you currently do. Actually, you earn the right to be given different work, better work, because of how reliably you master anything that's thrown at you. So to do your fourth job, there are three components. The first thing that you need to do is build a network. Now, you've probably been told it's not what you know, but who you know. Let me tell you something. That is a load of bull crap. It's what you know multiplied by how many you know. Think of it this way. If you know one thing and one person, that's 1 times 1, which equals a potential opportunity of 1. If you know 10 things and 100 people, that's 10 times 100, which equals 1,000 potential opportunities. Now, obviously, life isn't this linear, but the idea is that what you learn and who you meet matters. There is a multiplying effect as you grow both your skills and your contacts. So your job is to spend time with people who are doing interesting things, people who are innovating, people who are leaders, people who have a lot of responsibility. Go to places where they hang out, do things they like to do. So yeah, I guess I'm saying learn to play golf. Seriously, be creative. Think about how to be around people who are doing really awesome things. Now, the second thing we need to do is build your resume. Notice that I didn't say write a resume. Obviously, if you don't have a resume, then yes, you'll need to write a resume. But the way you advance to better and better work is to build your resume. And building your resume is done through 4 steps. If you're paying attention, that's 4 steps within 3 steps. Maybe this is 7 steps, but yeah, let's get back on track. So first, start by figuring out what kinds of work you'd like to do. Then go on to job search sites and write down the qualities and qualifications that employers want in their ideal candidates for those types of jobs. Then second, I want you to compare your resume to that list that you create and rate yourself from a 0 to a 4. Now, any area where you're completely unqualified, you give yourself a 0. If you're slightly qualified, you get a 1. Average gives you a 2. Mostly qualified, you get a 3. And fully qualified earns you a 4. So the third thing you do is develop a strategy to move one item on your list up 1 number. Now listen, don't get overwhelmed trying to turn all of your 0s into 4s. Or don't get discouraged because you see no way to have all 4s. Simply ask yourself one question. Can I find 1 or maybe 2 items on this list that I can improve 1 level? And then do it. Each time you do, go back to your list and look for 1 or 2 more items that you can improve just 1 level. Step by step, you will slowly transform your resume. Now, the fourth thing is easy. Every time you make an improvement, add it to your resume. Your objective is to make your resume as impressive as possible, 1 item at a time. All right, that takes us to our third thing to do our fourth job. You need to put yourself out there. Start applying for jobs that you don't want and can't get. Like anything else in life, the more you do something, the better you get at it. So figure out how to get interviews. Study and practice getting interviews, and then smashing them out of the park. Now, the reason I suggest applying for jobs you don't want is that you don't care if you fail. And the crazy thing about psychology is if you don't care about failure, you can take risks. Now, as you learn to push yourself further and further out there, you expand the boundaries of what's possible. Okay, now after you develop some skill at doing interviews for jobs you don't want, then you can start practicing getting interviews for jobs that are a stretch, jobs that you're almost but not quite qualified for. Again, this is a strategy. Don't be dumb about it, but you're trying to expand what's possible. So the interesting thing about this is that life often throws us curveballs. You may apply for one job and then get offered something completely different. It's way better than where you are now. The key is getting yourself out there. Now, I want to leave you with one last thought, and no, it's not the end of the video. You don't want to miss this part. Anything worth doing is going to be hard. In fact, the more difficult something is, the more expensive it is. The longer we have to wait, the greater the struggle we have in achieving it, the more value it has, the more rewarding it is, the more we love it and appreciate it and get satisfaction from it. And that's pretty much universal. Anything that's cheap and easy, we don't respect because it's replaceable. So no, this isn't going to be easy. It's going to be hard, and that's why you're going to love it. All right, and with that, it is time to move on to our 5th job in the playlist. Hopefully you've been following along with the playlist. Hopefully you're following along with the whole channel. Otherwise, you're missing out. You don't want to miss out, do you? Hope you're having a great day. See you in the next video.